What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tide Pool. I'm Roman. That's David. That's Paige.
Hi, guys.
What is that?
Did that sound like Alejandra?
Never. No.
Okay.
Hi, guys.
We're gonna watch the Last Jedi trailer, and the fact that this came out on Monday and it's Wednesday means we're so late.
We're late.
We're like super late.
Do you guys remember what happened last time that the first trailer came out?
Yeah, we're in Coachella.
Yes.
Famously.
Roman woke me up. He straight up went.
Did you tap her on the
I don't
brain?
know if I tapped her on the brain.
Right on the brain?
Yeah.
As I came in, you guys were queuing it up.
Okay.
That's
That
great.
was fun.
That was great.
So
it's the opposite this time because I'm not going to watch this
walking
trailer.
out.
okay.
Because Rian Johnson, as you may know, the director, said right before it dropped on Monday morning, he said, I wouldn't recommend watching this trailer if you don't want the movie spoiled, basically, is what he said. He said you're not going to have if you want a totally clean state of mind going in and watching this, you shouldn't watch the trailer.
Of course, with any movie, if you want a totally clean state of mind. But here's the deal. We've already discussed a lot of, like, the theories. We already know the general directions that it could or may go. Like, you know all those theories. It's already been spoken about.
And
the
fact, and I'm saying, and the fact that you knew not to watch this because you looked up information from the director.
Well, it's all over my news feeds. Okay.
All right, what's he gonna do?
Are you leaving, David?
I'm out.
All right.
You guys enjoy this. I'm gonna go in the other room.
I swear,
and put in some.
If
some
David
earbuds.
somehow, with all his friends and all the things he does, remains like away from the information of this, I'll be very impressed.
Bye.
But I doubt it.
I'm sorry.
I don't believe that that's going to happen.
Bye.
All right, you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
When I found you, I saw raw, untamed power. And beyond that, something truly special.
We're talking about Rey, you know?
Could be either. It's a toss-up.
Something inside me has always been there. But now it's awake. And I need help.
That's not.
I've seen this raw strength only once before. It didn't scare me enough then. It does now. Let the past die. Kill it. If you have to. That's the only way to become what you were meant to be.
You can kill your dad and your mom.
I know.
You can kill your dad.
No!
Of course.
Cute.
It'll light the fire. It'll burn the First Order down. This is not going to go.
Those ice boxes from from behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Fulfilled. Destiny.
No.
I need someone to show me my place in all this.
What are you laughing
You immediately.
at? Why'd you look at you?
I thought you did.
Guys. No, I turned like this. I was
Oh, I thought you took to me and I was like...
You're like, I can't look at her? Guys. First of all, David's not missing. I don't think David missed anything where he's going to be like, ruined.
So that's not what you mean. What you mean is, David... are you coming back, David?
So
You want to hear us? What did you
do? I will have to admit that I was watching you guys through the window, watching your guys' reactions, and it looked incredible. I was trying to get away from it, and I watched it.
Okay. Okay, we'll talk to Dave. How are we supposed to talk about it when you're here? How are we supposed to talk about it when you're here?
Get out of here. All right.
What a weirdo.
Sorry, I didn't think about that. Okay.
He's just going to sit down. So what do you guys think? Want to tell me everything that happened?
Well, here's the thing. You're saying when you said David didn't miss anything, that's not what you mean. You mean David, it wouldn't have been ruined.
There we go.
Like the film wouldn't have been ruined had David watched this.
Yes, that's a more eloquent way of saying that. Yes.
Okay.
I think, I don't know. And again, David is a bigger fan than me. I mean, the fact that he walked out shows passion.
Okay, sure.
But do you believe that he would have missed out in theaters because of this trailer?
Well, of course, like, you don't know if what they're showing you is real. Like, is she talking to Kylo at the end there, and is he like, give me your, you know what I mean?
That's true. And
like, that's such a huge thing,
way.
Of course, and you definitely feel like Luke's kind of this like rattled dude. You know what I mean?
He's like killing it.
He's like, I'm scared. You know what I mean?
He hasn't seen that raw power. Of course, in the last time that happened, shit got fucked up.
Okay, well.
You want me to say this more eloquently?
Well, no, I just think like they're definitely giving us a sense of what the tone of the film is about. Like, do they come together? Does Rey need like to leave Luke because Luke's like, I can't train you, and all these things. But
would she?
I guess I just feel like some of it is misdirection, because when he's going to try and kill Leia, right? And it's you have that same beat,
so
right?
Sad, yeah.
I just can't imagine that Rian Johnson, who also wrote this, would put the exact same beat in from The Force Awakens, where he goes, I have to kill my dad. Oh, I did it. And then he's like, no, I have to do it again, but I'm in a ship. And I did it. Like,
there's no growth or any, like, there's nothing. Yeah, it's the exact same thing. You're right about that.
I just don't think they would put the exact same beat in. So either he doesn't, and then he starts to come towards the light, or like he rejects it. You know, he smashes his Kylo helmet, right?
He's always angry like
he's
that.
always, but he smashes the helmet, which means smashing that helmet is like a little bit more of a symbolic thing, right? Other than
it's his armor of who he is, yeah. But if you look at the first
and it's
scene,
his evil face, not his like human face.
That's true. It's what you see when you're about to be murdered by.
And it's like Darth Vader, you know, when he took off his helmet and he's Eggman. He's
Eggman?
He's human, but you know what I mean? When
it's gross. Very similar to that. Nasty.
Right, and he's got that thing, the Band-Aid on his face.
Band-Aid.
He does. He's got a Band-Aid on his face.
Saying what I think that it's going to be all based on what we see in that first scene, or that first part of the trailer, and the last.
Which part? The part with Snoke's talking?
Yeah, when he's saying that there's something within you that's bigger than what I've seen, you know, like where it's like you're destined for this, like I said.
Is he talking to Rey?
Yeah, that's the thing. I think that at the end, when you see them coming, or when you don't know what's going to happen, it's going to be based so much on that. You know what I mean? Like,
is the so much more Rey or Kylo, or is it something completely different? You know what I mean? Like, what does he mean by that? I like that we get to see like Snoke's face, because it looks way better than that like huge like I didn't like the big hologram thing.
Don't connect with that at all.
Well, and I also just, I don't know, maybe it's because like you know, I grew up with the originals where it's like it would maybe like a hologram would come in, but it wasn't like this like kingly thing like in a throne. I don't know, it just felt like odd to me.
You're right about that, and the stakes aren't, I think, as high when he's not right in front of you. Of course not. Like when you have like the messages, it wasn't as big of a deal as when.
And you just see, and you see like the kind of like textures of like his skin and things like that.
Was he reaching out? Is that what he was doing?
Well, I think he was like force fucking.
What was that?
He's doing something to Rey. It's right here. And I don't know if we've ever actually seen anything quite like that, where Rey's like bent backwards.
Yeah.
Screaming. Screamings. Let's see if I can find it. So, okay, clearly this is like that battle where they like draw the lines with the like red or whatever.
So pretty from the first one.
Which means like when those like walkers are coming towards them, are they trying to get past them by being under the ground with those, you know what I mean? By dragging those things in? I don't know.
Probably.
So here he's like reaching out, and then she's like all like,
oh, this shit's gonna be so good.
which like who is Snoke? We don't know who Snoke is.
I'm so excited.
My thing too is like we waited for Luke for a really long time, and the two things I wanted to see, which I was disappointed at with The Force Awakens, were I was disappointed that we didn't get the banter between Han and Luke.
Yeah.
I really wanted that, like, I don't know, like in Return of the Jedi, where they, you know, they're both captured at Jabba's palace, and he's like, "How we doing?" And he's like, and he's like, "That bad, Han." They kind of just have this like,
it's cute.
Yeah, they're like
sweet,
friends.
endearing.
And
I will say,
and there's that three-way thing between him, Leia, and Han.
this isn't Star Friendships. This is Star Wars. You lose in war. There's like no win.
Well,
like,
all I'm trying to say is like, from my original point was that I wanted that relationship, and I didn't get that, right? So I know I'm not going to get that. Second thing you want is Luke as a badass, and it seems like they don't want to give you that. Either like he will be a badass eventually, or he's just gone away from it. But he, you know, he's kind of just like, oh God, what's happening? Yeah, he's like freaking out. He's like watching Rey. Exactly, he's been with Porgs. Porgs are like his only friend right now.
I would not mind if that was my only friend.
There's like a photo, I think it's like a leaked photo of that Porg thing on Rey's staff. She's like somewhere and like it's like on the staff. I'm a Porg fan. We'll see. If the Porg plays like a pivotal role in like the plot shakeout, then I'm gonna hate it.
Of course.
But if the Porg is just there as kind of like this side kind of thing, I don't know. Yeah, then I'll be like a little more.
I
into
retweeted
the Porg.
a Porg and it said, "If a single Porg is hurt in this entire film."
Is there more than one Porg?
I don't know. It was like, I will walk away from this franchise altogether. And I love that people are like freaking out about that.
Okay, well, what about you? You're like, you named your crabs after
I named
Poe and Finn.
Finn and Poe.
And they're in it, not much. What
yeah.
did you think about like their representation?
I wanted more, of course, and I think that I got a little bit more in the behind the scenes, where I was like, "Ooh, this is kind of a little more exciting." In this, I'm like, "Fine, I'll wait." Like,
but at least you see him get to fight Phasma, which is kind of what we wanted in the first one.
Of course it is, yeah, and I'm so excited for that.
And hopefully they'll flesh that out, you know.
Yeah, but I especially want to see where like Poe is. Like, I feel like Finn, you do get to see that moment where there's like, oh, there's gonna be something here. But I was like, oh, Poe's just chilling a little bit, not chilling.
Right, but he's like, we're gonna, but you don't know
he's
exactly
doing the same thing as
what he's doing.
But yes, I did. Both of those crabs are dead.
Yeah. Yep. And maybe that's a sign to come.
No, it's
not. No. Both of, if not both of them, at least one of them will make it through this trilogy.
Yeah.
But you don't get any of the new characters either. You didn't get any of the. What is her name? Kelly Marie Tran. There's like that new girl that's like gonna be on the adventures with Finn. You don't get any Laura Dern.
I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, you don't get any of Benicio del Toro.
Spaced. Oh, I'm so excited. See, it left a lot, guys. This is such
there's
a
gonna be
long
another
reaction.
trailer. I'm assuming.
Of course.
There's gonna be another trailer, and David won't watch it. What do you guys think, though? Do you think that this trailer is giving you the straight dope, and that Rian Johnson's giving you the straight dope? I have a little more faith, that they're gonna leave things to be exciting. They're just smarter than that, right?
Absolutely, and they respect it more than like, let's give it away in 2 minutes and 34 seconds.
Because that last thing is a huge. It's almost a twist already to say, give me your hand, and she takes it, and you like she goes to the dark side, or she joins forces, or she tries out the dark side, or she goes gray, or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Ooh.
Like
so exciting.
I just think, maybe. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, guys.
We don't know.
Alright, so that's it?
Yeah.
I think it looks great. Of course, I'm as excited as I always am for a Star Wars film every year.
It's wonderful.
This is the first year in the past 2 years I haven't had tickets opening night, though.
I'm a little weirded out.
Well, I was in the waiting line. They did a new thing this year where they had queues for the theater, which they never did before.
Yeah.
You were just in or out. And I was in the queue and like Fandango, and it was like no one's ahead of you, and then it was like they're gone, and then it was like 5 minutes, and then it kept going up.
Yeah.
And I was like, how can my time go up if I've got my place in line?
Yeah.
It was like 4 minutes, 6 minutes, 11 minutes, and I was like,
weird.
Yeah, it was weird, and then it was like, we're sold out. So basically, I don't know. Are you guys lucky enough to have your tickets already?
What if we drive to some podunk town?
where it's like not like popular at all. Like people don't know what it is.
They don't know what Star Wars is.
And they're like, honey, look at the 3 a.m. Not 3 a.m. Well, yes, but I guess that's when it would come out. Like 3 p.m. matinee.
I wouldn't mind.
That'll be a quarter, and we pay our quarter, and we go, and some guys like,
can you imagine? That'd be so cool. Guys.
All right. That's our fantasy.
Yeah, it is. I would love that.
All right, so now the trolls can come on
They'll
and
say everything.
and be like, you guys aren't Star Wars fans. You guys suck. The people that, if you're out there and you're watching this and you hate this reaction because you're a real Star Wars fan and you own Star Wars and we don't own it and it's yours and not everybody else's, then please leave your like kind of smarmy like troll like comments below.
Wow, Roman's coming for you.
But if you're cool and I don't know, you're just happy to be enjoying Star Wars and you want everybody to be able to enjoy Star Wars, then leave your comments.
Woo, I'll take whatever you guys can give. You know?
All right.
How's the weather?
Okay, bye.
Bye.